Hi everybody, my name is Isa and this is Moody Eye Makeup channel. L'Oréal Paris released some new very exciting products, but are these totally, or are they actually good and worth your money? Let's just try them out. Maybe you've already seen I believe it was a short where I've used this is Fox Brow pen basically. This is a very interesting product because it has two tips. It looks really weird and it's quite highly pigmented. So you need to kind of be light-handed with it because otherwise you're just gonna be left with very obvious strokes. But you can then actually spool it out and blend it in. I'm just gonna show you how. And I have been actually using this one quite a lot because I had a hole right here and I just filled that hole with this pen and it was perfect for that. Alright, so I'm just gonna use first spoolie to brush them up. Now I'm gonna show, it's very hard for me to show you this, but I hope you're seeing that. So you see, here it was way too much. So you just use spoolie and brush it in. It looks really natural then, so it's not that big of a deal. It looks very intimidating, I must say, but you need to have spoolie on your hand because otherwise it's going to dry very dark and you're not gonna be able to blend it in. Like, if you don't want to have per se two strokes like that, you can just turn it around and get one higher up, which looks, in my opinion, even better. It looks more natural. So I would say the way to use this product is like that, like with an angle almost. Use your spoolie, brush it out. So the one thing that kind of bothers me is there's no lighter shade. So actually, like, you can see it's a perfect match, but once I fill in my brows, they look darker. So I would need the same shade but with lower opacity, and then this one would be like 9 of 10. But because of the shade, it's so, you know, because my hair is lighter, I don't want my brows to be too dark, even though this is a thing, but at least, like, for me, this is too dark. Stays on for a full day. Don't believe this is waterproof. I haven't tried it in a pool yet. It wasn't that warm, but this is too dark for me. I don't think they have this one in the blonde. I don't think. But usually if they have it, it's too warm for me. So I always have the same problem with drugstore brow pencil. Although I really like these are from L'Oréal Paris Infallible Brows 24-hour micro precision pencils, and these are in Cool Blonde. Again, not a perfect match. It's very natural and very close, and I can make it work. But yeah, this is way too dark for my complexion and for my hair color. You can see that it doesn't look that dark on the skin, like on my hand. It looks too dark on my face, on my brows. So yeah, lower opacity needed with this, or just release lighter, cooler shade. Let's move on to the next product, and I'm super excited for this one. This is Skin Ink, and this is in the shade 15 Neutral. What they claim about this product is that this is actually 2-in-1. You get concealer and foundation in one. It's up to 48-hour wear. I mean, I'm not gonna even go there. It's very long wear, of course. It's buildable. It's self-setting, and it's soft matte finish that doesn't kick up and doesn't crease. We will see about that. It's supposed to be undetectable on the skin, resist transfer, waterproof, sweat-proof, and humidity-proof. Okay. And you need to shake the bottle for 10 seconds before applying. Working in sections of the face, apply where desired, then blend immediately with a brush because it's self-setting. Alright, so let's shake it up. Because it's self-setting, that's why you need to use it very quickly. You can see how dark my under eyes are again. I bought this shade online, so yeah, I wasn't sure for which shade to go, and it's very yellowy, I must say, even though it's supposed to be neutral. I'm not gonna go further than this because you need to work quickly with it. Because of the claims, I'm kinda expecting this product to be something like Yeti foundation, only it's in between concealer and foundation. Yeah, the shade is super yellowy. This is weird. This is neutral. What? Yeah, it's drying out super quickly. And I'm gonna try to actually build it up, so we will see if that works. But yeah, you can see also that I have a lot of redness here. So I need to cover that. So if you have dry skin, you need to work even faster. And because it's self-setting, it means you don't need to set it. And it's supposed to be used only where you need it, not all over the face, so that you get evened out look, evened out skin without using too much foundation. So I really like this concept. And we will do a test wear as well, so that we can see if it's really that long wearing, if it transfers, if it's going to crease, especially underneath my eyes. All concealers creases on me, or they look too heavy or too cakey. So I'm just using it now on one side of my face and leaving the other one bare so we can see the difference. So right, this is what a lot of us already do. We like to use concealer that we like, that it's more highly pigmented, and then use it instead of foundation, and that's basically that. They are selling what we are already doing, but you get more product, a bigger doe foot applicator, and it's self-setting. On go, this could be potentially a really good one, especially in the summertime, and for oily skin all the time, if it works. Okay, let's try now to build up that so we can see if that's possible. My redness is still coming through, so I'm just trying to really cover it. And then let's try underneath my eyes and a little bit here as well. Let's add more. I wouldn't say this is high coverage, I would say this is medium coverage. You can certainly build it up to medium to high coverage, but I still wouldn't say this is high coverage because I can see that redness, like patchiness almost. It looks like patchiness, but it's actually a redness. Underneath, it's still coming through. It's still coming through, and also my under eyes. I mean, my under eyes actually look really nice, but I wouldn't say they are completely gone and erased. I've used the smallest amount on my forehead because I'm always a little bit worried because I have really dry skin and my fine lines started to show. If I use more high coverage products like foundation or concealer on my forehead, then yeah, they are even more obvious and it looks very cakey, and I feel that my makeup looks more natural if I don't use almost non-product or a very small product on my forehead. So yeah, we can now compare. This is one side of my face. And this is the corrected one. Yeah, but can you see? I look yellow. I look really, really yellow. I don't like that. Like, I'm aware that I haven't picked the color in store because we don't have it just yet in the store. I could only get it online. But if it says neutral, it shouldn't be yellow. So that's a big no-no. In my opinion, that shouldn't happen. I lean towards the olive complexion, but I'm mostly like neutral. Yeah, and I would say the finish is soft matte, as they say. So this is just not my type of product that I would like, but if it's super hot outside, I rather use this than something dewy because I'm already, very sweaty. L'Oréal Paris, it's my favorite drugstore brand actually. But yeah, let's see the next product. Infallible 24-hour face sculptor. I was super excited to see L'Oréal Paris releasing this product, and this is in the Fair Contour. Let's see the shade. So I'm gonna try to use it first on my nose, but I'm just gonna try to blend it out to see how it's working as a formula. Very orangey. I don't know if I'm gonna walk around like this today. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna apply directly on my skin, even though I don't do that ever, only if I need to show you the product. Yeah, it's not the easiest to blend out, that's for sure, and it's very warm. It's so warm. Can you see that? And that's supposed to be fair contour. Can you see the yellow skin right here, and then this is almost orangey? Oh, OMG. So this is bronzer for me, and quite orangey bronzer, but it's not a contour shade at all. Okay, it doesn't look that bad on my forehead actually, but I wouldn't use it on my nose, or I wouldn't use it for sculpting my nose at least. Also, it's not the dewiest, so you need to again work quite quickly. I'm going back to Skin Ink. Alright, L'Oréal Paris, I'm in love with your products, but what is this? What is going on? Because these two products are not so new, and I've done a comparison between these two so you know the difference, because I couldn't find this kind of a video, but I'm gonna use it anyway. So Lumi Le Gloss and Lumi Le Glow, and I'm gonna actually use both. So this is Lumi Le Glow, to see how it works on that super ink. Yeah, it's harder to blend it in because the super ink it's very matte and dry. And now I'm adding Lumi Le Gloss on my brush and then on top. I don't like flat products, and I love this shine so much. And then the last product, telescopic mascara, waterproof. I've used eyeshadow primer, and I've set my eyeshadow primer with a powder just to give this mascara a good chance, because my eyelids are super oily. I have hooded eyes. I cannot find mascara that would 100%, that wouldn't smudge on me 100%, that I could rely on it 100%. So it's a really interesting wand actually. It's super small, super slim, it's plasticky, which I usually don't like. Maybe it can be really nice on the bottom eyelashes, I was thinking, because it's so slim, and if it's not gonna smudge, then I would use it probably for that, but let's see. Oh, It's interesting because the wand it's actually soft and it's bending under my eyelashes. I kind of like the effect because it's not spidery. It's very wow. Whoa, it really lengthened my eyelashes and it gave it a little bit of volume, but it's not clumpy. And I'm gonna use it actually this time on my bottom eyelashes as well. Yeah, it's perfect for bottom eyelashes because it didn't elongate them. I like it, I really do. Wow, I actually really like the effect. I really didn't expect that, I must say. The one just looked weird and not attractive at all. So, but I like the mascara, so I'm really hoping that it's not going to smudge on me. Yeah, but my complexion is just horrible. Horrible. I'm gonna add a little bit of blush because I want to feel better about myself right now. Now I'm just adding matte resistance in Breakfast in Bed. Like the difference in the shade is just uncanny. So I'm gonna do a test wear and I'm gonna say my final thoughts on the products then. So see you in 8 to 10 hours. Okay, so this is 8 hours later and we can see how everything looks. The cats are crazy. Cara smudged quite badly and my complexion just looks super weird and it's not very pretty. I don't like these products. The brow pen is the best. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video then please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Now you can subscribe to my weekly newsletter as well, where you can see a sneak peek on what's coming on my channel next week and some other makeup news. So it's completely free, you just need to put in your email, that's it. Have a lovely day and see you in my next video. Bye!